Yesterday was tax day, the worst day of my life. I had to send more money to the IRS, these and even though I thought I figured it out, it's like you never get away from it. So I'm gonna teach you guys today a trick. I'm gonna flip a house to myself. I'm gonna take all of my profits tax-free, and I'm gonna show you how you can do that yourself. So watch this one. So I'm gonna do this video, some of it from the inside of my car, because it's almost summer here in Arizona again. It's already 103 degrees. Like, what the F is going on? Anyhow, so this house was an incredible story. First, my business partner and ex-wife, Natalie, found this deal and we were able to purchase it. And in purchasing it, made $15,000 on the day we closed. Okay, so that right there was phenomenal. We got paid to buy a deal. This is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot home in one of the better parts of Tempe, Arizona. Now, Tempe, Arizona, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, it's a beautiful suburb of Phoenix. Now, what makes Tempe special is we've got tech here, we've got ASU, which has all the honeys, we have a lot of industry over here, and Tempe is one of these areas that's so close to all the freeways that you can get to downtown, Scottsdale, Phoenix proper, the airport in like minutes. So like Tempe is really, really well situated in the town. Now, in addition to that, our goal here was at first maybe turn it into co-living. When we started getting into the project, Natalie, who's an incredible designer, did a phenomenal job on this thing. And as I was looking at this, I was like, I really like this house. Now, if I sell this property, just to kind of work the numbers with you guys, we put the house under contract at $270,000. And I ended up making $15,000. I basically paid myself when I bought it 15 grand. And I also paid an agent 15 grand. So we're into the house for 300K. Now, this was a phenomenal deal. The ARV on this house is between 620 and 650, which is crazy. We've spent about $100,000 on the remodel. So we buy the house for 300 grand. We spent $100,000 on the remodel, which gets us all in at 400K. Maybe you're wondering, well, why don't you just take the profits? Well, let's do the math on this. Let's say I sell this thing for 620. If I sell it for 620 grand, I'm going to have 8 to 10% in selling costs, right? So that's $62,000 just to sell the house to pay the agents. Well, in addition to that, there's probably going to be some selling concessions. You know, interest rates are like 7.5% right now, so we're going to have to buy down the rate. So we're probably going to end up netting. Like, well, 620 minus 60 gets us to what, 560, and then take another, say, 10 grand off, so like 550. So then we have a profit of 550 minus 400, which is $150,000. So like, watch my math here. I'm gonna need to pay the IRS. I'm gonna have to pay the IRS 40% of that. Okay, 40% of $150,000, which leaves me with what? Like maybe 80 grand? No, I'm not gonna do that. So here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna refi this house. I'm gonna pull all that money out. I'm gonna leave 200 grand in equity in this property, and I'm gonna pull out $100,000 on that loan, tax free. My mortgage payment's gonna be around $3,000 a month. This house, when you see inside, is gonna rent for way more than $3,000 a month, but I might just move into it. I like it that much. So I'm gonna get into a house for about $3,000 a month payment. I'm gonna make $100,000 tax free. We're gonna have 200 grand in equity in this to just sit there and marinate. I'm gonna get mortgage pay down. Oh, and did I mention the $620,000 of accelerated bonus depreciation that I'm gonna take off of my taxes for the next year? So let's go walk the house. Casa Jamil. Let's go. I'm telling you, this woman's an artist. She's so good at renovating homes. Wow. Cool. All right, so this is like the living room where you walk in. So they're still painting. This is gonna be like a nice feature wall, but I like that nice big window there. Now I'm gonna need to get a new couch. My circle couch is not going to cut it in this house. So I'm gonna need to get a new couch. I love the new smell. What I'm digging is this kitchen. Check out this kitchen, bro. This thing is legit. It's amazing. I got this beautiful gray quartz, which is like super, super modern. This black black and chestnut cabinets, which again, phenomenal, super modern, but like still traditional looking enough, right? I like the two-tone here. That gives us a nice contrast. And one of the things that I can say Natalie does incredibly well is design cabinet space, right? To make sure that there's plenty of room for pots, pans, and all the other things. And there really is a ton of room in here. She even got this cool little microwave hood fan that's gonna fit perfectly into this cabinet once they cut this cabinet down. So this is all gonna be matte black finish over here, which is gonna make it look ultra modern and contemporary. So I'm super excited about that. All right, 2-car garage, which is a real, let's be honest, man, this is a downgrade from, oh my God. There's, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we might have run out of bin space. Pretend I didn't see that. Holy crap. Okay, anyways, let's go. Nice little hallway. So this will be a guest room slash flex room. And there's our hall bath, which again, really am a fan of what she's done in here. Looks super cool. Let me get the light. Really, really understated, elegant. I love the black tile in here. It's amazing. Beautiful job. So this will probably be studio, which is cool, yeah, right? Bobby, you tell me where you think light's gonna be better. You think this or that side? Okay, so either way. So then, yeah, that will be that. This will be studio. And then I'll probably do guest room, studio, Charisma's room. Because even though she doesn't ever come to visit me in America, I want her to have her own bedroom. And so this could be her room here because it's a cool room. And it's got a big closet, which I know she's gonna really love. And then this would be my room. And then I can keep an eye on her teenage ass. This is super cool. Nat got this little tub, which I just think is so freaking cute. And it's gonna fit in that little area over there. And it's black on the outside, white on the inside. Like, this thing is dope. And this bathroom is legit. Like, super legit. And that tub's gonna go right there, because you know I'm a sucker for a tub. So I'm gonna get into my tub, get my muscles all relaxed. And guys, the best part about this all is I don't gotta pay the IRS, man. IRS, I'm gonna pay you cent on this house. You're gonna take all our profit via a loan. We're gonna call that the Kiyosaki. We're gonna take all our profit via a loan, and we're gonna have equity in the house. We're gonna do mortgage pay down over the years that I live here. Nat and I are gonna write off $650,000 in bonus depreciation on next year's taxes. So this is a win. So to sum it all up, guys, got a great wholesale deal. We decided to flip it, but instead of flipping it on the open market and paying all that money in tax, we're gonna refi it, we're gonna keep it. We could either rent it out or I'm gonna move in, one of the two. We're gonna get essentially $100,000. We're gonna pay off all of the expenses to do this. We're gonna get in our bank account 100 grand, that's tax free, and depreciation, which probably is gonna be a savings of anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000 off of next year's tax bill. So you guys see how this compounded? 80 grand off my taxes, 100 grand in tax-free profits. We get to keep the house. There's $200,000 in equity in the home. I mean, that's a win-win-win. So guys, be creative. You don't have to just do what Bigger Pockets tells you to do, you know, burr these stinking houses and this and that and that. You can flip a house to yourself, refi, take all that profit out as mortgage-free loan proceeds and build a rental portfolio. Freaking genius. Guys, if you liked this video and you want to see more content like this on cool creative strategies on how you can make money, save on taxes, live in a cool ass place, and just be a cool guy like me, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and do me a favor, leave me a comment on what you would do. Would you refi this home, take all that proceeds as tax-free money, or would you put this on the open market and sell it? If you would refi it, write refi in the comments. If you would sell it, write sell. Peace out.